Qantas has moved up to 16th in the annual Brand Finance Airlines report after it increased its brand value to $4.1 billion in the past year. Due to the airline's improved performance in assurance and appeal, it's also returned to the top 10 strongest full-service carrier brands. For more, we're joined now by aviation writer at The Australian, Robyn Ironside. Robyn, this is quite a turnaround for the Qantas brand.
Yes, it is, Ash. It's quite a surprise. $1.3 billion turnaround, which is pretty remarkable. The methodology for this report by Brand Finance is about as clear as mud. It's not too obvious how they come to these conclusions, but it does seem that it's based on revenues and customer perception and customer willingness to book with a specific airline. I guess it stands to reason that if a customer is prepared to book with a certain airline ahead of others, that suggests that the brand is stronger, and it's also, I guess, working in the way that the airline would hope, that it's attracting people to that particular airline.
Oh, well, I'm sure Qantas is pretty happy with the results regardless. How about Virgin Australia and Jetstar? How did they do?
Well, Virgin Australia didn't feature in the report. When I asked about that, I was told because they're not a dominant airline in a specific market. The report mostly looked at international airlines that are doing sort of long-haul international travel, and as yet Virgin doesn't quite fit that category. Its partner, Virgin Atlantic, I think they came in at about 48th, which surprised me a little bit because I thought the Virgin brand would be considered stronger than that. The dominant airlines were the US carriers that have enormous fleets. They carry tens of millions, even hundreds of millions of passengers a year, along with Emirates, which is, of course, one of the other largest airlines in the world. So they're very much looking at size, scale, financial strength and revenue.
And I see the brand value of international airports were also ranked. Did any Australian airports crack a mention up high on the list?
They did indeed. Sydney Airport scraped into the top 25 at number 23, and they were happy with that too. Heathrow in London was ranked the top one, so perhaps these rankings were put together before that incredible fire about a month ago that pretty much shut down the airport for a day. And then there was Singapore's Changi Airport, which was considered the strongest brand among the airports simply because of its recognition and the favourable feelings that people have towards it.
So, Robyn, just returning to Qantas, as an aviation writer, obviously you spend a lot of time, no doubt, researching Qantas, the airline. What do you make of it in terms of, is this ranking today, is it warranted, do you think? We've obviously seen Qantas have a rough few years after COVID for a number of reasons, but do you think they are on the way back?
Well, they certainly are making the moves in the right direction. One of the things that was pointed out to me was the board and the executive team renewal, which have been a major focus of the airline since that horrendous period in 2023, when it seemed that they were just lurching from controversy to controversy under the former CEO, Alan Joyce. Since then, there's been a concerted effort to renew the executive team under Vanessa Hudson and to renew the board under Chairman John Mullen. So that's certainly working in their favour. The other factor was the spending on customer. Qantas has invested $230 million in customer initiatives in the past year, getting its tech right, trying to improve their food offerings on board and slowly rolling out Wi-Fi on their international aircraft.
Okay, plenty of changes going on by the sounds of it. Robyn Ironside, appreciate your analysis. Thank you.